Alright, what's up guys? So in this video I want to cover exactly how I'm hitting $1,500 net profit a day with this new store. Now in specific, this video, I wanted to kind of organize something that was unique, different, and really kind of hits the main points of why I'm seeing a lot of people not really reach success or be profitable. And so the main things I'm going to be covering in this video is, first of all, winning products. I have a list of winning products right in front of me, and I'm going to go over that in this video because one of the biggest things is where to put your budget and why I choose certain products over others, what I see as far as a marketing standpoint. But that's one pillar. But the next pillar is how you should structure your campaigns. I'm very big on Google. I love Facebook as well, but they're completely different. And so I want to show you exactly how I'm structuring this campaign in particular and what I'm doing to remain very, very profitable. So I'm also actually going to be going inside my dashboard. I'll show you the profit, the revenue, any refunds, all that stuff. You can actually see it in a dashboard. And this dashboard, this app, I'll show you guys, saved me so much money already. And I'll go over that in a little bit. And so I'm going to go ahead, go into my dashboard real quick, kind of show you a little bit of the store, and then I'll show you the products and the Facebook ads. All right guys, so right now we are actually inside this really good app, and I suggest some of you guys look into it. It's called True Profit. If you guys have heard of Order Metrics, I used to use that. It's extremely expensive if you start really scaling to high revenue numbers because they pretty much do a percentage of your revenue. That's what your monthly cost is going to be. But this is a very new app. Honestly, has like 0 reviews on the App Store. So it's called True Profit, and it gives you a really good representation of how your store is doing and exactly whether you're profitable or not. It's amazing. So first things first is if we look at today, it's 3:36 p.m. I've done about 3.4K in revenue. I spent $930 and I've made back in net profit 1.1K. Now if we look at yesterday was a very similar story. I spent 1.3K and my net profit was 1.5K with an overall revenue of 4.9. The return on ad spend is really good. If we look at, let's say the 18th, you could see that my net profit was really good. It was over $2,000 net profit. If we look at the 17th, again, over $2,000 net profit, 2.2K. Now this is all good and dandy. The only reason why I'm showing you guys this is so that way you can kind of see the background of what I look for, because a couple things that I want you to notice is that my profit margins are a little bit larger. I'm really big on being kind of risk averse, and the reason why is because I've gotten burned so many times in the past that if you're playing with super razor thin margins and you're gonna just scale and you're just gonna blast through and think that nothing's gonna go wrong, you're playing with fire. Because a really good story actually is with my Google store. One of the reasons why I had really good success and still have really good success right now is because when I did my initial launch with my ads, I started really slow, and so I got feedback from when they bought the product, and now I'm going to my supplier and changing quite a few things about the product, even the packaging, even the user manual of how to use the product. Now if I would have just scaled to 100K months and had these amazing numbers to show off, what you wouldn't know is on the back end you would have a lot of stress and you'd have a lot of refunds. And so I'm a big advocate of pretty much kind of scaling kind of slow. Obviously, I mean, it's not really that slow. I mean, you know, I'm doing over 5K a day in revenue, and so but I just don't recommend just blasting through. Now, if you guys have been following this channel, you know I do love Google. I'm gonna show you some products, they will work really well on Google. Some products will do terrible on Google and work really well on Facebook. And so this one is specific for Facebook, and I'm gonna show you exactly kind of the products that kill it on Facebook that probably wouldn't destroy it on Google. So I'm actually gonna show you how I'm structuring my campaigns now inside the Facebook ads dashboard. All right guys, so we're inside the Facebook ads dashboard. Now, I want to show you the campaign structure, and overall this is today. It's a little bit after 3 p.m. and you can see right now we have a 3.26 return on ad spend. The break even for this product is a 1.5, and so it's very profitable. It's very good. Now, how I structure the campaigns is super important. I actually was not this profitable before. I was always kind of break even, just trying to get data. However, I started structuring my campaigns differently and it really helped. And actually up here is my CBO campaign that has been crushing it. So first, let me actually go over the cold audiences. So I have 3 layers and levels. I'll have my cold audience right here, and this is my 2.69 return on ad spend. This is my completely cold audience. This includes lookalikes, interests, even no targeting. So you're gonna put all of your cold audiences right there. Now, right above it is my retargeting campaign. The way I structure my retargeting campaign is by sectioning off visitors based off of the action that they did. So one of my best performing retargeting campaigns is 7-day add to cart, but I'm running a 7-day viewed content, a 7-day add to cart, and a 14-day add to cart. Now I'm even testing viewed 50% of video but didn't click. And another thing, I used to really say, hey, just run traffic for your retargeting campaign, especially when your top of funnel is conversion. Now I've been testing it with this specific campaign, this specific product or store. It didn't work. I was doing website visitors and it wasn't converting. Now I'm doing conversion for my retargeting and it's working 100% better. If your retargeting campaigns aren't working, go straight to conversion. You'll get higher CPM, but the return on ad spend is insane. This is actually one of my lower days. Now, if you look right here on the top, this is my CBO campaign. And so what I'm doing with CBO now is I'm taking my best performing ad sets. I'm literally taking the best performing ones over the past 3 days and I go and I dupe them. I don't turn off those ad sets in the cold campaign. I dupe them into the CBO campaign. But what I also do is I put a bid cap on them. And so what that does is, for example, if I was to go into here, I'll show you. So for example, we're inside my CBO campaign and you could see that, you know, these are pretty skewed. I mean, some of them, this only spent $2, this spent 89 cents, so I could see why they didn't get a purchase. But this one has a 5 ROAS, 8 ROAS, 5 ROAS. So this is really good. But what I'm doing, if I scroll down to the bottom, you could see that I have a bid control. This is, think of it like a ceiling. So I'm pretty much telling Facebook, okay, look, you see some data, you see exactly, how much I'm paying per purchase throughout the day, throughout, the auction. I do not want you to try to go for purchases that are over $24. Now you can keep on lowering it, seeing whether or not it's throttling results. And if it is, then you got to raise the cap. But this is pretty much putting an insurance policy on all of my ad sets. And this is just, if I do a big budget, if I scale, it's pretty much going to make sure that I at least have some kind of rule for Facebook to say, hey, look, yeah, get me as many purchases as you can, but below this threshold. And so it's been working really well. And so I definitely suggest some of you guys try that. But all of this cannot be done unless you have a really good product. A lot of people always say you have to have a good product, and honestly, it's true. You do need a really good product, but everyone has their own criteria of what product they like to test. I'm gonna show you kind of a couple products that I like to test. So the first product I want to show you is actually a product that's trending right now. They put a bit.ly link, so you can do the bit.ly link hack where you take the bit.ly link and you put a plus sign at the end of the link. And so if you do that, you can analyze the statistics. And so you can see they launched this ad on August 7th, and you can tell that they were very conservative. They did not put much budget behind this, but then they must have saw some sales. So you could see that they increased the budget, they probably duplicated some ad sets, and now they see, oh, okay. So they scaled probably a little bit, and now they're scaling again. And so this is super early. If you could find a product like this that is super early, that they didn't cut after 5 or 7 days. It's pretty easy to see, like, okay, am I getting any traction? Am I getting any feedback? You could see that these people are scaling. Now, what is this product? So this product is actually these lashes, and I think what they're doing is they're probably advertising worldwide, but specifically going for Europe, because 3 times sold out in Europe is in their ad copy. And so what they're doing is they're taking a winning product and really focusing on, I guess, certain countries, which is interesting. But if you look and you see where they're getting the most clicks, I see it's in the United States. So 40% of their clicks are from the United States. So I don't know if that was their original plan and then they saw that the US is killing it. So I'm not sure. But this is the product, and you could see that it already has 1.9K likes. That's actually really good, and 154 comments, and they launched this on August 11th. It's August 20th right now. Damn, actually that's really good. So this is like a really perfect example, and basically what this is a magnetic eyeliner, I guess, and you just put on those eyelashes, and damn, that's crazy. So anyway, that's one really good example. So I like how it's catchy. I like how you could easily have a bunch of different influencers and models kind of promoting this product. And that really helps when you can have different demographics promoting this product, because your ads can respond to a lot of different audiences very well. And so the next product I want to show you guys is actually this. So this, I think, is a real brand. I don't know if they're an actual dropshipper. However, you could see that you could easily get this off AliExpress. And so right now it says $18. That's not true. You can get this for $9.85 right here. So $9.85, you can get this product, and what they're selling it for is actually $55. That is amazing margins. I absolutely love that. And so I like this, how they made a specific store, or they really branded this one product, because that means it's working. And so if we look at their ad, you know, a lot of people are commenting 8 hours ago, 9 hours ago. I mean, this very well could be a winner. And so this is something I specifically look at. If I'm seeing a lot of comments and I see that, hey, look, I can improve upon this. For example, if I was to market this, which if I had a little bit more time, I would definitely test this product. It fits my criteria. And the fact that people are willing to pay $55 for this is amazing. And so I would look at this and be like, okay, I could easily improve how I do my pricing structure. For example, I could see that, you know, their landing page is a little bit iffy. I don't even know if they're using Shopify. It's just kind of very confusing. You could easily use my landing page structure that I kind of showed in my other videos. That thing converts like crazy, and it increases your average order value by a ton. And so they're definitely missing out on quite a bit, but this is exactly what I mean, this is an opportunity. So this is another good example. Now, the other pillar, in order to scale very well and to be profitable and to actually get good pricing on your products, is to consider getting a sourcing agent or dropshipping agent, or having a deal with a private supplier on AliExpress. For me personally, I'm using a sourcing agent, and that is how I'm able to scale to over hundreds of orders a day profitably and get the best price. Now, another thing is that with an agent, you get really fast shipping times. My shipping times are anywhere from 7 to 9 days. The way I'm doing that is I'm paying for a very premium shipping service. You could look at different shipping services. It's so hard to say which one you should choose, because what I've learned now is different agents are in different ports inside of China. So in China, there's so many different ports, and depending on actually what location an agent is in, that can completely change what is the best shipping method. For example, like a perfect example is, there's an agent I was going to go with, and he is in a port where e-packet is the best. And he said that he can actually get, and he showed me proof, he can get orders over to the US in 6 days with e-packet. However, my other agent can't get nearly as close. It's about 14 days with e-packet. Now, however, my agent with Yun Express can get to the US in about 7 to 9 days, as long as there's no delays. And so that's amazing. So how can you find this agent, and when should you even look for a sourcing agent? Well, truthfully, you should not even bother to get an agent until you're at least at 30 orders a day. And the reason why is because you're gonna have a very fun time trying to do stock forecasting, because you're gonna have to pay up front for stock, and you're gonna have to really rely on the fact that you're gonna be able to sell out through that stock, and you're gonna have consistent orders kind of churning. And in order for them to work with you, they have to see that it's at least somewhat consistent, and you truthfully don't want to be burning relationships with dropshipping agents. You want to make sure that you build really good long-term relationships. And if you're actually at that point and you're ready to get a dropshipping agent, what I suggest you do, go ahead, actually go inside the private Facebook group. The reason why is because I vet people that go inside the private Facebook group. I don't really want any spammers or people that like aren't real. Go inside the private Facebook group. I just made a post about what agent I feel like would be the best if you're just now starting out, because they're really good. But regardless, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We're actually growing at a good pace, very nice. But with that being said, I will see you in the very next video.